Greetings, Miss Dancia here. Just here to share a little bit about sickle cell. So for anyone out there that has sickle cell, one of the absolute worst things you can do, in my opinion, is to tell yourself that you have a disease. Now, I've talked about the mind in previous videos. The mind is a very, very powerful tool, and it does precisely what we tell it. So, to convince yourself that you have a disease is to communicate to your mind that you are a diseased person, and thus your body will nonetheless function in a diseased manner. Now, sickle cell, first and foremost, is not a disease. It is a genetic mutation. It is a cellular adaptation. I consider myself an evolved being because my blood is of an evolved nature. My blood evolved beyond the point of living with malaria. Now, this is blood that has been passed down through generations. However, the fact still remains that my blood is a cellular adaptation. The characteristics of my blood right now is of cellular adaptation. I do not have a disease. If anything, I will call myself a mutant. My blood is mutated. I have a mutated gene. I have a genetic mutation known as sickle cell. And for anyone out there that has this genetic mutation, stop calling it a disease. It is not a disease. There is nothing wrong with you in having sickle cell. You are perfectly fine. Every genetic mutation comes with its gifts and its curses. It's a gift when we learn how to live in harmony with the genetic mutation, and it's a curse when we don't. Now, one of what I consider my gifts is in having this genetic mutation is my sensitivity. I am an extremely sensitive individual. I'm sensitive to other people's pain. I'm sensitive to perceptions. If I'm around people that are complaining, I feel their complaints. It affects me in a negative way. I am a sensitive being, and I attribute that to my having of sickle cell. So, these videos are going to be really short and straight to the point. First and foremost, if you are a person with sickle cell, you do not have a disease. If anything, you are an evolved being. You have a genetic mutation, a cellular adaptation. If you are a parent with a child that has this genetic mutation, do not teach your child that they have a disease. All that is required is to learn how to live in balance with this genetic mutation. We cannot do the things that everybody else does. And a lot of the things that everybody else is doing isn't good for them anyhow. Like, your dietary adherence has to be of a higher standard. The way in which you live your life requires a lot more discipline. And that is all that it is. Very, very simple. Thank you so much for watching. That's my thought for the moment. Have yourselves a wonderful day.